Rosa and the rest returned from the chapel to the parlor in the mansion. So many things had happened since early in the morning. Of course, they were high-strung. Battler and George, who had cried, raged, and let their emotions explode after seeing their parents' tragic bodies, returned to the parlor and sat in the sofas, dazed, as though everything up until then had been a lie. Only Maria was completely unchanged and looked just like normal. When she wasn't playing pranks, she was basically a kid who played wordlessly by herself. So even if she was dazed, she would probably look just as she did. But as she turned on the TV and flipped through the channels, it looked as though nothing about her had changed from normal. Did Rosa think anything in particular about this attitude, which was clearly different from normal people? She stared at Maria's back as though looking at something that wasn't quite heartwarming. Eventually, Kumasawa came to say good morning. Her cheerful manner was clearly out of place, and she couldn't help but be bewildered by the strange atmosphere in the room. Then when she heard the details from Goda, she reacted loudly with shock.
もちろん警察には連絡したんですよね。こういう時はどうすればいいんでしょう。おお、どうすればいいんでしょう。
落ち着いて聞いてください。どうも昨夜の落雷で何かの機械がやられたようなのです。それで電話が使えなくなっておりまして。
じゃあ台風が過ぎるまで警察にも連絡できないんですか。
Maybe Kumasawa's exaggerated surprise was a little comical. Even in this kind of situation, Rosa giggled. Because of that, the fog of confusion that had covered her head cleared up a little. Really? I mean, come on, people are dead. Like, I would not be giggling about that. I would not find that very comical. I don't understand the joke here. Anyway. Let's get back to it.
私がしっかりしなきゃ。マリアだけじゃない。ジョージ君もバタラ君も今は私が親代わりなんだからしっかりしなきゃいけない。
Yeah, I guess now we're gonna get to see how Rosa stacks up to Natsuhi in the same situation. Because, first Natsuhi was the one left to take care of all the kids before. Now it's gonna be Rosa. Somehow, based on her existing track record, I'm not too confident in that going too well. Call it a hunch. Rosa had been the youngest sibling, with a large difference in age between her and the others. So she had always been treated as a child. Every time she learned something new, it was something obvious to her siblings, and she had built up a complex, becoming convinced of her own incompetence. So she had developed a passive personality, asking her siblings for advice every time something happened. But she no longer had any brothers or sisters. Now, Rosa was the only one of the 4 Ushiromiya siblings left. Furthermore, if Kinzo continued to shut himself away even in this extraordinary situation, Rosa would have to surpass this crisis as the head's representative.
私はもう子供じゃない。子供じゃない。
Rosa slapped her knees lightly and stood up. She must not wait for orders now. She had to start moving herself. She picked up the receiver of the extension phone on the side table. Then she immediately remembered that the phones were down. Genji and Shannon, whom she had sent to see Kinzo, hadn't returned yet. She had a good guess of what was going on. He was probably yelling something nonsensical again and becoming unmanageable. His precious chapel had been defiled with blood. That was easy to imagine. She had planned on using the extension phone to call the study, but unfortunately the phones were down. Rosa decided to go to the study directly with her own 2 feet. Her old self would have been too frightened to go see Kinzo. And in fact, if she did meet him, she would probably be blamed somehow and insulted. But this was no time to be frightened. As his true daughter, she had to make him aware of the current situation.
熊沢さん、私はお父様のところへ行ってきます。特にジョージ君とバトラ君の2人をお願いします。きっとだいぶ神経が参ってると思うの。
ええ、それはそうでございましょうとも。本当にお気の毒なことです。何か温かい飲み物でも作ってあげることにいたします。
ありがとう。
Rosa went out into the hallway and headed toward Kinzo's study. The atmosphere in this mansion, which she'd spent her younger days in, should have been full of memories, it seemed, somehow different. She began to climb the stairs in the entrance hall. Just then, in the faint darkness down the stairs behind Rosa's back, something glowed. It was a single, fluttering gold butterfly. It fluttered around and sparkled. That butterfly danced about without a sound. It was only natural. No one can hear the sound of a butterfly's wings beating. Then it came to a rest on Rosa's back as she slowly climbed the stairs. Rosa didn't notice it. If someone not in the know saw it, they'd probably assume it was just a single sheet of gold leaf in the shape of a butterfly that had been stuck there. Without noticing a thing, Rosa continued heading toward Kinzo's study.
Saて、次はどう遊ばせてもらおうか。まだまだ駒はいくらでもある。
In the parlor, which had fallen silent again, the only sound was that of the TV that Maria was watching alone. If there was anything audible besides that, it was the sound of the rain, which had continued on and on since the previous night. Every one of those who had witnessed that unearthly and horrible scene stayed silent, as though praying that the events of that morning had all been a dream. Because Kumasawa alone hadn't seen it, her reaction was slightly different. Silence itself seemed more unbearable to her. She was anxious to encourage everyone somehow. However, she was aware that she must avoid saying anything careless, and she seemed to be pondering how she could be the most helpful. Normally it would be time for breakfast, however, possibly because something so outrageous had happened, Goda seemed to have forgotten to prepare a meal. Or maybe everyone was so beaten up that they'd forgotten their hunger. Kumasawa wanted to bring up the subject of what they should do for breakfast, but it didn't seem like the right atmosphere, so she really couldn't. She really was hungry, so she casually made a proposal.
皆さんもいろいろあってお疲れでしょ。こういう時は温かい紅茶で体を温めるのが一番ですよ。
それはいい提案ですな。私も賛成です。
美味しい紅茶にジャムを塗ったビスケットなどいかがですか。そうそう、ハロウィンの時期が近いみたいで、かぼちゃ型の美味しそうなクッキーが棚にありました。
That was the wrong thing to say.
あ、熊沢さん、それは。
Of course, she had said the wrong thing. She had reminded Battler and the rest about that horrible and tragic Halloween party in the chapel. Nanjo hurriedly whispered into Kumasawa's ear.
バトラさん、本当にすみません。悪気はなかったんですよ。
いや、気にしてねえぜ。この煮えくり返るような怒りは。 絶対犯人にお返ししてやるぜ。
その犯人はまだこの島にいるのかな。
いるだろうな。何しろ台風が過ぎるまで船は来ないんだ。
ええ、そうですとも。船はちょっとの風でも欠航しますからね。ましてや台風では絶対に船になんか乗れませんよ。ええ。
気持ち悪いな。
兄貴もそう思うのか。俺もだぜ。犯人が例の謎の来客かどうかは捨ておいてもだ。
そうですな。私たちはついついベアトリーチェを名乗る謎の来客を怪しがってしまいますが、まだ犯人と決まったわけではありません。彼女がまだ死体の出ていない犠牲者である可能性も残っている。
それを考えるとどうしても理解できないことがあるんだ。
それはどういうことでしょうか。
I think he's gonna say, why would they have... No, actually no, because they did try and hide it to some degree. But there is the whole question of why they would have given the key to Maria and then put the message on the door to remind Rosa of the key that Maria had in their possession, which kind of would point people towards finding the bodies. It's like, why would they do that?
簡単さ。さっき熊沢のばあちゃんの言った通りだよ。この島は今台風の真っ只中で脱出不能だ。それは犯人だって同じさ。なら犯人にとって犯行発覚は可能なら最も避けたいことのはずだ。
そうですね。礼拝堂の入り口にあんな不気味な魔法陣を書いて、ここに死体がありますなどとアピールする必要はありませんね。
そうさ。さらに言えば、あの6人にあんなむごたらしいことをするだけの手間をかけられたなら、6人の死体を発見不能な場所に隠すことだって可能だったはず。
同感だね。あの残酷なハロウィンパーティーは多分死んだ人たちに向けられたものじゃない。
Not only that, but they even left a note on the dining room table that said chapel. Which, by the way, we still need a lot more information. We need to know what was in the note that Rosa had, that she gave to the other siblings. We need to know what went on in that meeting. We need everything. We need to know all of that, because that is really, really important.
やがて発見する僕たちへ向けたものなんだよ。魔法陣はそのためのアピールだと言い切れるだろうね。
犯人はこの島からしばらく逃げられないことを知っている。にもかかわらず、台風の真っ最中に死体を見つけさせたいような真似をした。こりゃどういうことなんだ。俺が犯人だったなら死体を見つけさせるような真似は絶対にしないんだが。
ベアトリーチェ様はお部屋におられませんでした。特に部屋が荒らされていた様子もありませんし。いえ、お嬢様がだいぶ荒らしてしまいましたが。
そういや、ジェシカは？
カノンさんが様子を見てくれています。多分お嬢様のお部屋におられるでしょう。
よくないね。犯人は間違いなくまだこの島にいる。今の状況下で少人数で孤立することはそれほどいいことだとは思わない。
Yeah, it's a little late for that, though.
それはどういう意味ですか？まさか犯人は私たち全員を殺すつもりだとおっしゃるんですか？
落ち着きましょう。まだそうと決まったわけではありません。
ところが悔しいことに、その可能性も否定できねえんだよな。この手紙が礼拝堂にあった。これによるならば、犯人は魔女様で、じい様の碑文の謎を解いて黄金を見つけなきゃ一族老頭を皆殺しにするみてえなことを言っている。
それは本当ですか？私にも読ませていただいてよろしいですか？
Well, technically, Goda should be fine, and same with Dr. Nanjo. They have nothing to do with, or they're not things that Kenzo has created. So, in theory, they should be fine, but they could still get unlucky, depending on the situation. As they read the witch's letter, Goda, Kumasawa, and Nanjo's faces grew even paler than they had been. Kumasawa could no longer hide her shaking.
死にたくなかったら、じい様の隠し黄金を見つけてみろか。ふざけやがって。てめえじゃ解けない謎だから、俺たちに解かせようって腹に決まってるぜ。
That was a theory that I had put forth earlier.
しかし実際のところはどうなんでしょう。奥様は常々黄金伝説は親方様が作られた幻想に過ぎないと言い切られておりました。本当に実在するものなのかは怪しいところですよ。
そうですな。あったらいいなとは思いつつ半信半疑だったはずです。親族の皆さんが黄金伝説を信じ始めたのは金蔵さんが健康を崩して遺産問題が浮上してからです。それまでは信じている人はほとんどいなかったと思います。
そうか、それでかな。覚えてるかい？礼拝堂のテーブルの上、黄金のインゴットが3つあったね。
3. I wonder why. Maybe it took her. First she made one, and then only a few people were convinced. Then she made another, and a few more people were convinced. Then finally it took 3 for Kirie to be convinced. Or something like that.
あれだけでも相当の価値があるよ。あれはまさに黄金伝説は実在することを証明してるんじゃないかな。
お待ちください。今、黄金が3つとおっしゃいましたか？
ああ、確かに3つが積み上げてあったぜ。それが何だってんだ？
私、旦那様がお話になっているのを聞いたことがあるんです。
Oh yeah, another significance of there being 3 is that means it can't be the one that Kraus found. It can't be the one that Kraus had locked up in that one room, because that means, or he only had one of them, and that was the one that was given to some company guy as collateral at some point. So that means that wherever she got the other 2, they're the real deal. Like, she got them, or she either made them or got them from where the gold is hidden. Like, it is not a trick.
ええ、聞いただけでございますよ。別にこっそりお話に聞き耳を立てていたわけではございませんとも。ええ。
今は気にしないぜ。それで何だってんだ。あの金塊が3つじゃ何かまずいってのか？
ええ、旦那様がおっしゃるには、黄金伝説を裏付ける黄金は一つしか見つかっていないのだそうです。
そうでしたな。確か金蔵さんがマルソンの会長さんに黄金の山を見せて、その一本を持ち帰らせたというような話だったはずです。
その一つをですね、旦那様はお持ちになられていたのです。そしてこうもおっしゃっておりました。親方様の黄金伝説を裏付ける黄金はこれ一つしかないとも。
旦那様ってクラウスおじさんの話だよな。ってことはなんだ？じゃなくて3つ？おいおい、どこから出てきたんだよ。多すぎるぜ。
こうは考えられませんか。他の親族の方もそれぞれ見つけておられて、それを一つずつ持ち寄られたとか。
No, only one was ever removed from the pack. Like that doesn't work.
いや、私はそうは思いません。親族の皆さんがお屋敷に来られた時、私は皆さんのお荷物を預からせてもらっています。
Okay, so Goda was snooping in everyone's luggage?
その時、不審な重さは感じませんでした。
あれは10キロくらいはあったと思う。そんな重さが荷物に入っていたら僕だって気づくよ。でもそんな雰囲気はなかった。
うちも同じだぜ。せいぜい着替えと常備薬、キリエさんの化粧道具、そんなもんだったと思う。ローザおばさんの荷物も軽そうに見えたぜ。
となるとその3つ積まれた金塊は彼らあるいは僕らに示されたものということになるね。黄金伝説は間違いなく存在する。幻想なんかじゃない。それを暴いてみろと。
それの隠し場所を示したあの碑文を私たちに解かせて横取りしようという魂胆でしょうか。
確かにそれが一番筋が通る。しかし腑に落ちない点もいくつかあるぜ。なぜ碑文を一番解けそうな人物である親たちが真っ先に殺されてる？これはいきなり矛盾があるように思う。そしてここがもっと腑に落ちない。黄金でどうして黄金が積めるんだ？まるで犯人はもう自分だけは黄金を見つけていて、お前らも見つけてみろって言ってるみたいに見えるじゃないか。
犯人もクラウスおじさんのようにその3本を手に入れ黄金伝説を確信し。
Like, no, I don't think that's the case. It's from how the story went, it seems like only one bar of gold ever left the place where the rest of the gold was. So they couldn't have found it without finding the rest of the gold.
残りを僕らに探させようとしていると考えるのが一番しっくりくるね。
チェス盤に駒がちっとも並ばねえ。犯人が何を企んでいて何をしたいのか何をさせたいのかがさっぱりだ。無駄なのか。何を考えても今の時点では。
書いてあるよ。何をさせたいかは。みんなは文字読めないのかな？
Maria suddenly laughed in a creepy voice. I thought she'd been concentrating on the TV, but apparently she'd been listening in, too. Without turning away from the TV, she very simply told us what we were forgetting.
ベアトリーチェは黄金が欲しいなんて一言も言ってないよ。ベアトリーチェは碑文の謎をみんなが解けるか解けないか、それしか聞いてないんだよ。どうせ無理だろうって思ってるに違いないけどね。
マリアにはそれが解けるってのか。
知らない。だってマリアは黄金鏡へ連れてってもらうんだもん。ベアトリーチェの邪魔なんかしないよ。あ、
痛い。どうやらこれ以上を知るにはマリアに話を聞くほかないようだな。マリア、聞かせてもらうぜ。ベアトリーチェってのは何者だ？何を企んでるんだ？
ベアトリーチェはね、魔女なの。不思議な力で何でもできる。魔法の力で何でもできる。黄金も生み出せるし、パンも生み出せる。もちろんお菓子だって生み出せるよ。見たでしょ
At that time, everyone jumped at the sound of a door being slammed shut. We turned around, we saw that Rosa had suddenly returned, bringing Genji and Shannon. Then she rapidly approached Maria, her heels squeaking, and hit her on the cheek.
そんな話はやめなさい。
Deserved, to be honest.
バトラ君たちが気を悪くするでしょ。
Without waiting for a response, she hit Maria's cheek once more. Everyone could only stand there, stunned.
ではわからないわよ。はいは。
She mercilessly hit Maria's cheek again. Maybe Maria didn't feel like resisting after being hit twice. She weakly said yes.
ローザさん、そこまでひどくすることはない。
娘に対する教育です。口は挟まないでいただきます。
The atmosphere around Rosa, with Genji and Shannon standing at attention behind her, was somehow cold and yet dignified. Completely different from how she had seemed before she left. She was holding something that looked like a gun. I could imagine that she'd be holding a toy in this situation, or I couldn't imagine that she'd be holding a toy in this situation.
ローザおばさん、それは。
お父様のものです。このような事態ですので特別に借りてきました。みんなだって分かってるはず。犯人はまだ近くにいるのですから。何があるか分からない。
同感です。犯人が何を企んでいるかを探るよりも、僕たちは身の安全を先に考えた方がいいかもしれない。
お父様はご無事でしたが、突然の出来事に多少取り乱していました。幸いにも部屋からは出ないと言っていますので安全でしょう。あと、私たちは極力同じ場所に集まるべきです。
同感だぜ。相手がどこに潜んでいるのかもわからねえし、何しろ一人という保証もねえんだ。
Even though I said it myself, I shivered. That's right. Could a single person kill 6 people and set up such a horrible scene all alone? Isn't it natural to assume that this crime was carried out by multiple culprits?
ローザさんに同感です。私たちは一ところに集まるのがいいでしょうな。
ええ、私もそれが良いと思いますよ。
お嬢様たちももうそろそろこちらへお呼びした方がいいかもしれません。
そうだね。もう降りてきてもらおう。
Giorgiani, he tried to grab the extension phone, but Goda-san shook his head. That's right, the phones were down right now, aren't they?
俺と何人かで行ってこよう。ジョージの兄貴にゴーダさんも来てくれれば十分だろ。
いいえ、みんなで一緒に行きましょう。狼と羊のパズルなのよ。私たちがここに揃い安定しているなら、この状態が一番安全。
So, from what I recall, a wolves and sheep puzzle is something like you have X amount of wolves and X amount of sheeps, and you need to make sure like the number of sheep overwhelm or outnumber the number of wolves, or something like that. But then it's hard to recall exactly how it worked, but they're probably going to explain it.
狼と羊のパズル？
マリア持ってるよ。見せてあげる。
マリア、テレビを消しなさい。源氏さん、ジェシカちゃんの部屋を教えてください。みんなで行きましょう。
はい、ご案内いたします。
さあみんな、一緒に行動するわよ。私の指示に従って。
We stood up. Maria alone looked like she had some regrets about the TV, but she decided to go along with everyone for now and got up.
シャノン、よかった。戻りが遅いから少し心配してたよ。
ご心配をおかけしました。親方様より筆行のご命令があったもので。
筆行？
シャン。
すみません、失礼しました。
We headed for Jessica's room, with the armed Aunt Rosa and Genji-san in the lead. Jessica and Kanon-kun were a boy and a girl of about the same age. It'd sure be a shame if we barged in on them at a bad time, or at least that's what we'd be joking about normally. However, Aunt Rosa was on edge, constantly exuding a sense of tension, so it definitely wasn't the sort of atmosphere for careless remarks like that.
ほら、遅れないで。みんな一緒に行動するの。犯人はいつどこから飛びかかってくるかわからないのよ。
No, maybe Aunt Rosa's attitude was more appropriate. Since Grandfather hasn't come down, Aunt Rosa was our leader. This wasn't a situation where she could smile like she always did. And Aunt Rosa was a mother, too. She probably also thought that if she didn't get a hold of herself, some harm might befall her beloved daughter. The culprit had killed 6 of our parents at once. The method that they had used was unknown, but there was a good chance this opponent could take down a large number of people in a flash. That be with weapons or with numbers, or with the magic of a witch. In any case, I couldn't think of any reason why it'd be okay to let our guards down. The rest of us had better take much, much greater care, just like Aunt Rosa.
みんな止まって。
Aunt Rosa spoke in a sharp voice. Wondering what this was all about, we peered forwards, and immediately realized the reason.
なんですかこれは。
This one always seems to be second. You'd think this one, it's meant for opening locked doors, but it doesn't seem like that actually has any meaning, because as far as I know that the door that they were in wasn't actually locked.
皆様、お下がりを。
Goda-san and Genji-san approached the door. Beyond this door was probably Jessica's room.
これは礼拝堂の扉に落書きしていたのと同じ塗料のようですね。
そのようです。書かれてまだ時間がそう経っていないように見えます。
なんだありゃ。また魔法陣かよ。
月の一の魔法陣だね。赤の扉を開く力があるよ。
Drawn on the door to Jessica's room was the same kind of creepy scribble that had been drawn on the door to the chapel. That strange pattern must have had some occult meaning, but it didn't matter what that meaning was. We were worried about whether those two were okay.
そんなことはどうでもいいよ。ジェシカちゃんとカノン君は無事なの？
嫌な予感がしますな。
I think that's the first time we've seen that expression on George. Either that or I haven't been paying close attention, but it seems like that's a new one.
早くジェシカさんたちを連れて下に降りましょ
う。お嬢様、お嬢様、おられますか？お返事をお願いします。
Goda-san knocked violently and yelled, but there was no answer. He gripped the doorknob with a clatter, but the lock just resisted him.
ローザ様、鍵がかかっているようです。
Okay, so I guess the room was locked, although it didn't seem that way at the time. There was no reason for them to lock it.
仕方ないわ。開けてください。
Genji nodded, and Goda quickly unlocked the door with the master key. In the back of my mind, horrible images floated up and disappeared, one after another. Magic circle had been drawn on the door to the chapel. Behind that lay 6 corpses. So if there's a magic circle drawn on the door to Jessica's room, then beyond it must be...
ジェシカ様！
どうしたの？いたの？
ジェシカ、どうした？
It was truly heartless. The expression on Goda's face and his cry as he opened the door prepared us for the brutal fate that Jessica had met even before we saw her. Everyone rushed into Jessica's room at once. That scene told everyone that their worst fears were spot on.
Jessica!
This is really weird because we saw how this happened, so I don't know how Battler is going to try and spin this as something that a human did.
なんてこと。南條先生！
Inside the room, which seemed elegant for the bedroom of one so young, Jessica lay crumpled on the ground. There was a large pool of blood on the floor, and there was a knife or something sticking deep into her back. Was it a knife? There was a design on the handle that just had to symbolize something demonic. It had to be a weapon with some kind of occult meaning.
これはひどい。お亡くなりになっています。これは多分肺まで届いてるでしょうな。死んでからそう時間は経っていません。
ジェシカー！くそくそー！
バトラ様。
島からは逃げられない以上、犯人は必ず近くにいたんだ。ならどうしてすぐに警戒しなかったんだ。犯人ってやつは罪を犯したらこそこそと逃げて隠れてるもんだと思い込んでた。
あの時の僕たちは動転してた。ジェシカちゃんが怒りに身を任せて駆け出すのも仕方がないことだと思ってた。でも甘かったんだ。止めるべきだった。
幸田さん、どうしてジェシカちゃんたちを放ってきちゃったの？あなたが一緒にいてくれたらこんなことには。
いえ、それはその、私は危険ですから戻りましょうと言いました。ただそのお嬢様は一人になりたいと申しまして、カノンさんが自分に任せてほしいと言いまして、それを言ったらカノンさんはどこへ？
そうだ。カノ君は一体。
カノン君、どこに。
カノンさんはお嬢様と一緒にいたはずです。一体どこに。
まさかやられたんじゃないだろうな。
If they don't find his body, they might actually suspect that he did it, which would be kind of the ultimate humiliation for him.
静かに。この部屋に誰か隠れているかもしれない。ベッドの下やクローゼットなどを探して。
True, it was a locked room. You gotta cover your bases at least. Although I don't think that's gonna help in this case. There was a chance that Kanon-kun's corpse had been pushed away somewhere. At Rosa-san's order, everyone searched throughout the room together. But there wasn't a single human hiding anywhere.
どこにもないぜ。まさか犯人に連れ出されたか。なら早く探し出して助けないと。もたもたしてるとやばいことになるかもしれねえぞ。ローザおばさん、屋敷内を捜索しよう。犯人を探そう。カノン君を助け出そう。
静かに。
When Aunt Rosa yelled at us, we fell instantly silent. She was probably contemplating something. However, what in the world could that be? Aunt Rosa walked around the room as though looking for something, or as though she was collecting her thoughts. Then she found something on the side table by the bed and picked it up.
誰かわかる人、教えて。
Hold on. I might have a prediction. Yeah, okay, so this is gonna be the letter that says praise my noble name, if this is to be believed, and this is the same as last time. Aunt Rosa showed everyone a key with a cute mascot attached to it. Judging from its cute appearance, I didn't doubt that it was Jessica's key, but I had no way of knowing for sure.
おそらくこの部屋のお嬢様のお部屋の鍵でしょう。
After hearing that, Aunt Rosa made a point of going outside the door and checking. Without a doubt, it was the key to this room.
どうしてこんなところに置いてあるのかしら。
Okay, let's just take a minute. Let's pretend for a moment that we did not see what happened, and that we're just in the dark here. First of all, let's look at this. Found in her own room in the mansion with a weapon shaped like a stake rammed into her back. Finally, at the very end, she got to be with the person she loved. She must have been happy. So, let's pretend for a moment that this is all grounded, and there's no magic at all involved in this. Let's think about how this could have been done. Right now, the only person that I would suspect as being possibly responsible for this is Goda. Because what he could have done is had the key in his pocket, and then when he opened the door... Oh, wait. No, they used the master key to... Hold on, let me check. I don't know if we can go back that far, but... Yeah, we can't actually go back that far. Well, I'll look at the VOD, or the video next time, and I'll have a more concrete theory by then, but... It seemed like, Godo was the one to open the door. So he could have had the key, and then he could have just dropped it in there while everyone was looking around. Before anyone noticed, he could have just left it on the table, and that's when Rosa found it. Although I guess by that logic it could have been anyone. I was only suspecting Goda because he was the one who opened the door, but I guess that's not actually something to suspect him for. Servant Canon. The witch erased his corpse for fun. That alone caused an incredible uneasiness among the survivors. That which exists resides in the human world, then. That which does not exist is truly fantasy. Fantasy takes the form of what they fear. So really, his corpse is just completely gone? Or could it be that if we assume that everything we saw is a lie, then we could say Canon killed Jessica and then ran away and is hiding somewhere. But at this point, I don't think there's any point in pretending things are lies when they're clearly not. Like, they wouldn't show us things if they just weren't real.
普通大事な鍵はポケットとかにしまわないかしら。
お嬢様はご自分の部屋に施錠される習慣はあまり。ただ学校に行かれる時だけは旦那様などに勝手に部屋を見られたくないと言って施錠されていたようですが。
なるほど。登校してるわけじゃないから、ジェシカちゃんがここに鍵を置くのは自然なことという。この扉を開けられる鍵はいくつあるの？
How did they open the door? I really need to go back and check that.
お嬢様がお持ちの一つだけですが。
あなたたちのマスターキーでは開けられないの？
開けられます。
マスターキーは何本あるの？使用人の人は全員持ってるの？4錠分はある？
はい、私たちは全員が持っています。4錠分はどうでしょう。
以前は何本かありましたが、奥様に不用心だと強くお叱りを受けまして、対応が取られたはずです。
そうです。私たち使用人が1本ずつ持つのみです。
So I assume Goda used his master key to get in here when they first opened the door.
それ以外は存在しません。
ん？ちょいと待て。確か前回のゲームじゃマスターキーには4錠分があるって話じゃなかったのか。
それについてだがな。所在不明のマスターキーが何本もあっては、わらわにあまりに不利であることに気づいたのだ。
そりゃそうだろうよ。密室で俺に魔法を信じさせたいお前にとっちゃ、想定外のマスターキーは非常に不利だろうよ。何しろ俺は施錠に関するトリックが登場するたびに、過去に紛失したマスターキーやその複製を犯人が所持していてって論法で対抗していくつもりだったからよ。
そうよ、その通り。だからそこを崩す一手を打たせてもらうことにした。設定を変更する。マスターキーは使用人たちがそれぞれ持つ一本のみ。
ふざけやがって。それよりこりゃどういう手なんだ。ローザおばさんは何を言っているんだ。
さあな、話に耳を傾けてみるがよかろう。
ありがとう。状況が整理できたわ。そしてジェシカちゃんを襲った犯人、あるいはその一味の一人を特定できたわ。
So is it either gonna be Goda or Canon?
なんだって。それは誰だよ。
まさかローザおばさんはカノン君のことを言ってるんじゃないでしょうね。
カノン君がどうしてですか？
この部屋は施錠されていたわ。そしてこの部屋に施錠できる鍵は使用人のみんなが持っているマスターキーとジェシカちゃんが持っているこの鍵しかない。でもジェシカちゃんの鍵はここに閉じ込められていた。ということは施錠できたのはマスターキーしかありえない。
おっしゃる通りです。
Okay, if we actually consider Kanon-kun as the possible culprit, first of all, we have to ignore everything that we saw happen, but let's just pretend for a moment that that's the case. Then we can think of maybe like Kanon was hiding in the bushes when the well, I'm assuming that Kanon would be the same culprit as the one who killed everyone in the chapel. That's what I'm going with this. So if Kanon was like hiding in the bushes when Beatrice appeared to Rosa and Maria, then maybe he would have known that the key was in the envelope. Actually, no, how would he possibly know that? You can't like see through the envelope. You would have no idea what's in there, so never mind.
となれば誰かがジェシカちゃんを殺し、そして施錠したことになる。その人物はマスターキーを持っていたわ。そしてマスターキーを持っていた人物は5人しかいない。
そんな。私ではありませんよ、私では。そんなことできません。
熊沢さんは朝が遅かった。私たちが礼拝堂から客間に戻ってきてそこで会ったわけだけど、それまでの間あなたがどこで何をしていたかは証明不能。物陰から私たちを伺っていて、孤立したジェシカちゃんたちの後を追い、こっそり襲いかかった。
こんなむごいことをしたとおっしゃるのですか。
I don't think it's very likely, but it is something worth considering. Even though, just because Rosa's like proposing it, throwing it out there, that doesn't mean that it's wrong. So, I think it's possible to assume that that might be true. That maybe, if we want to connect all the dots, maybe Kumasawa and Beatrice have something to do with each other. And, Kumasawa is maybe acting as an accomplice for Beatrice.
あんまりにございます。あんまりですとも。
郷田さんだってどうです？あなたはカノン君にジェシカちゃんを任せて帰ってきたと言ったわ。でも本当なのかしら。本当は2人を殺してカノン君の死体を隠して、それで何食わぬ顔で戻ってきたんじゃないのかしら。
そんなことはありません。この強打、誓ってそのようなことはいたしません。
I think I believe him for this murder, but I don't know if that necessarily exonerates him of the previous one.
私たちでもありません。私たちは親方様のご命令で。
ええ、あなたと源氏さんについてだけは大丈夫よ。お父様から聞いた話でそれは裏付けられてる。2人はお父様の部屋でずっと筆行と立ち会いをしていた。お父様と私が保証するわ。
ありがとうございます。
こうなれば郷田さんと熊沢さんのどちらかが怪しいという論法になると思うの。
You can't forget to factor in Kanon though. Just because he's not here doesn't mean he's not suspicious.
私もこの部屋に入った最初はそう思った。でもね、おかしいと思ったの。ジェシカちゃんの遺体の様子を見て。 みんなはおかしいと思わない？
おかしいと言われますと？
ジェシカちゃんは背中を刺されてるの。ほら、よく一般的に言うでしょ。背中を刺された事件は顔見知りが犯人の可能性が高いって。
True, it's someone she was willing to turn her back to, which makes Kumasawa be more likely suspect in this case, according to Rosa's reasoning.
部屋に気を許せないような人を招き入れて背中を無防備にさらしたりなんか絶対にしない。
まさかそれをカノン君だとおっしゃるんですか？
ええ、私たちは殺される直前のジェシカちゃんの様子をよく知ってる。両親の無残な遺体を見てジェシカちゃんはかなりパニックを起こしてたの。そしてその後に冷静を取り戻しひどく落ち込んだだろうことは容易に想像がつく。
So it's not that I'm not paying attention or anything, but if it feels like I'm not really saying much in response to any of this, it's because a lot of this feels kind of pointless. Like, we know what happened, we saw it with our own eyes, so like any speculation about this, I'm still taking note of any potential important details, but I'm also kind of taking them with a grain of salt, because I feel like the real answer is just going to be what was staring us right in the face the entire time. That there's actually some kind of magic involved here.
そんなジェシカちゃんが一人で部屋に閉じこもったという真理はとても理解できるの。そしてこの辺りの経緯は郷田さんの話とも一致するわ。一人にしてくれと言ったジェシカちゃん、そして年も近く思春期の関係もあったかもしれないカノン君が自分に任せてほしいといった気持ち、本当によくわかるの。そしてだからこそカノン君をジェシカちゃんは部屋に迎え入れたと思う。でも郷田さんや熊沢さんだったらどうかしら。部屋に入れてもらえたかし
ら。私はお嬢様に信頼を得ていたと信じています。ではありますが、その
なら郷田さんもやはり容疑者の一人ね。郷田さんは多分ジェシカちゃんには好かれてないと思ってたから、ナーバスなジェシカちゃんは部屋に入れなかったと思う。だから犯人ではありえないって思ったんだけど。
いえ、その
This is honestly gonna sound really surprising, but I'm more worried about that gun in Rosa's hands than I was with it in Natsuhi's hands. Like, in Natsuhi, at least I could feel like she's probably not gonna do anything too stupid. Even though I felt like she was really emotional and everything, like after a while of seeing her holding the gun, I felt like she knew what she was doing. She wasn't gonna do anything too crazy. But with Rosa, I'm not so sure. Like, she's seeming more and more unhinged the more we go.
残念ながらお嬢様にはお認めいただけていなかったかもしれません。熊沢さんはどうですか？
私どもねちょ組は年が離れすぎていて、お嬢様のような若い方の気持ちはなかなか汲み取れません。お嬢様も私たちに心は開かなかったでしょうとも。ねえ郷田さん。
そうです。私たちではとても心を開かなかったでしょう。
Like, it seems really dumb to be getting them to say this at gunpoint. Obviously they're gonna say that. Like, she should not be revealing her hand so easily.
長身のお嬢様が私たちを部屋に入れてくれたわけなどありません。
Goda-san and Kumasawa-bachan each rubbed their hands together, affirming each other with forced smiles on their faces. It was a truly unpleasant rondo.
昇進のジェシカちゃんが部屋に入ることを許した人物、無防備な背中を許した人物、そしてその人物はマスターキーを持っていた。それらが示すのは一人、カノン君しかありえないのよ。
待ってください。カノン君は決してそんなことは。
あら、じゃあ他に誰が？やっぱり幸田さんか熊沢さんが怪しい。
There's no way to explain what actually happened. Like, there's zero way that any of them would come to that conclusion. It's just so out there that there's no way to possibly draw that conclusion just from this scene alone. Which makes me think that all the other murders are probably similar, or at least that's what they want us to think.
シャノンちゃんはどっちが疑わしいと思う？ね
え。私はそんな。
私ではありませんよ、シャノンさん。ええ、私ではありませんとも。
もちろん私でもありません。お嬢様と仲が良かったのはカノンさんと、あとシャノンさんじゃありませんか。
ああ、そうだったわね。シャノンちゃんならジェシカちゃんも部屋に入れてくれるかもしれない。
But we already established that her alibi was fine, so...
でもあなたはお父様のところにいたはず。でも実はあなたが犯人なの。
Yeah, Rose is not very good at this. Then again, Natsuhi wasn't the best at this either, but it's gonna take some correction here.
シャノンが犯人のわけはない。おじい様のところで大切な用事をしていたとさっき言ったはず。
ええ、分かってる。シャノンちゃんとゲンジさんは犯人じゃない。ずっと一緒にいたとお父様も認めてる。さて、みんなはどう考えるかしら。
After being told that no one could respond, even if someone did manage to argue back, they'd then have to offer the name of a different suspect. And no matter who that suspect was, it would have to be someone right here. No one could do something like that. Aunt Rosa glanced at everyone in turn, fingering the gun like it was a toy. She seemed so different from the kind Aunt Rosa I knew. No, it's probably because I'm not fully aware of the danger we're in. Maybe Aunt Rosa's attitude would seem natural if I could truly sense the peril surrounding us.
意見はないよね。じゃあ私の意見を言うわ。カノン君が死体なき犠牲者である可能性はもちろん否定できない。でも死体が見つからない限りカノン君が容疑者である可能性も全く否定できないわ。ひょっとするとカノン君は犯人に襲われてどこかに監禁されていたというような口実でひょっこりと現れるかもしれない。でも用心して。多分おそらく、いや確実ね。
Well, it's not as if it's a bad thing for them to be careful around Kanon if they see him again. But they're not going to see him again, so it doesn't matter.
カノン君がジェシカちゃんを殺した。
Although, what could be more worrying is that because they think Kanon did it, they're gonna be... Well, actually, no. Never mind. I was gonna say they're gonna be less on guard because they think the culprit isn't still around, but they don't know where Kanon-kun is, so... He could be anywhere, so they would still be just as on guard.
バカな。
私には信じられません。カノン君がお嬢様をなんて。あんまりです。
僕もシャノンに同じだよ。カノン君が犯人だと決めつけることには反対だ。
なら幸田さんと熊沢さん どっちが犯人なの？怪しい方を教えて。
私たちではありません。
カノン君じゃなくてこの扉を施錠できるのは誰なの？シャノンちゃん？ジョージ君？ねえねえねえねえ。
Aunt Rosa closed in on Shannon-chan and George Aniki laughing unpleasantly. It's almost like the hidden, hold on, let me see. Okay, never mind, it doesn't say there. But, I remember at one point it said that she didn't have the cynical nature of her siblings, but it seems like that nature was there all along. It was just kind of buried away, and now it's kind of coming out to the forefront. Of course, they couldn't say anything back. They wanted to believe in Kanon-kun, but if they did, they'd have to suspect the other servants. The simplest culprit was the mystery guest, Beatrice. But she was nothing more than a guest and didn't have a master key. So if Beatrice is the culprit, despite lacking a master key, then do we have to accept the argument that she really is a witch who locked the door with the power of magic? Wait a second. Why is Goda not bringing up the letter that Jessica found in Beatrice's room? That pretty much points to Beatrice as the culprit. So he should have brought that up. He was around when they saw that, right? Also, I don't know if I read this line or not, but then do we have to accept the argument that she really is a witch who locked the door with the power of magic?
何を悩む。わらわのせいにしてしまえ。
We need more info. We need more red. She needs to start talking in red.
19人目の謎の来客のせいにすればよいではないか。そうすれば人間どもの醜い押し付け合いを見ずに済むぞ。
つまりなんだよ。犯人は19人目の来客、ベアトリーチェ。こいつは魔女だからマスターキーがなくても魔法で施錠できた。そいつを認めろってのかよ。ふざけるな。ふざけるな、ふざけるな。
前回のゲームでお前の弱点は知り尽くしているぞ。さあどうするどうする。お前はわらわを絶対に認めないのだったな。ならカノンというちょうどいい生贄を使えばよい。カノンがジェシカを殺した。ローザの説を支持すればこの場は丸く収まるぞ。
So now I think I know why they showed us the scene with Kanon and Jessica. Because they want us to not just assume that it's Kanon. Because if we... Like, they want us to empathize with Battler not wanting to assume that it's Kanon, I guess. Because if they didn't show us that, we might be tempted to just say, yeah, it was Kanon, he killed her. But because they showed us that, we know it wasn't. So now we're just as stumped as Battler is.
カノンはもう死んでいるのだ。死者に気遣う必要などあるまい。そしてこの場にいる誰も疑わずに済む。
ちくしょう。お前を認めたりはしない。でもカノン君が犯人だなんてそんなことはありえない。
私は誰も疑いたくはありません。しかし疑わしきは黒ということもあるにはあります。とにかく用心するに越したことはないでしょうな。
南條先生、そ それはどういう意味ですか？
勘違いしないでください。私はカノンさんを犯人だと決めつけたいわけじゃない。しかし事情がわかるまでカノンさんが犯人の可能性もあると、そう思っておいた方が安全だというのです。
そうですわね。用心はしてしすぎることはありませんもの。
The general consensus certainly didn't seem to find fault with Nanjo for what he said. True, no one actually thought Kanon was the culprit, but unless they suspected him, they'd have to suspect one of the servants here. We didn't want to do that. We didn't want to suspect. We didn't want to be suspected.
それで正解よ。
Alright, so I'm gonna put it out right now. If the culprit is not Kanon, and it is not Beatrice somehow, and the events that we saw were not real, then I think Goda is the culprit. Because just his actions have been way too suspicious. He didn't share the contents of the letter with Jessica, and he didn't share the, he was the first one to open the door, which gave him opportunity to, plant evidence. So, that's my theory right now.
警戒してしすぎるということはない。それについて異論はないわね。いい？この殺人事件にはお父様の黄金伝説が関わっている可能性がとても高い。だとすれば数百億円の莫大な黄金を独り占めしようと企む何者かの犯行に違いない。それだけのお金が手に入ればどこの国でも生涯遊んで暮らせるわ。そのためなら私たちを皆殺しにすることだってあるかもしれない。マスターキーを持っていないという理由でジェシカちゃん殺しについてだけは19人目のベアトリーチェを容疑者から外した。でも事件に関わってないとは言えないわ。何しろ莫大な黄金ですもの。犯人は複数人いる可能性だって否定できない。今この瞬間この中に犯人に買収されている人間が混じっているかもしれない。
As Aunt Rosa yelled, she looked all around, her gun still raised. Don't believe anyone. Suspect the person next to you. That's what she was saying. But no one wanted to suspect. They didn't want to suspect anyone here. That weakness in their hearts demanded an answer from those not present.
容疑者でないと信じることができるのは2つしかない。自分自身と、そして死体になったものだけよ。それはカノン君も同じ。
That's not even necessarily true. Just because someone's a corpse doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
死体が見つからない限り、彼はジェシカちゃん殺しの最有力容疑者なのよ。だから用心して。もし生きてたとしても、何かの理由を取り繕っても、絶対に信用しちゃダメよ。いいわね。
No one gave an answer of their own initiative. However, those who met Aunt Rosa's eyes had to nod their heads. Humans are beings who live by molding themselves to fit society. In other words, from the time they're born, trusting each other is genetically imprinted on them. It's unpleasant to go against that. They never want to suspect someone, but if they're forced to suspect someone, they find it safest to choose someone who isn't present at that moment. For the purpose of safety and nothing more, they half-heartedly chose Kanon to be the sacrifice. That's ridiculous. I definitely don't want to believe that Kanon-kun is the culprit. I'd heard it from George Aniki just now, but not only were those two close in age, they also had that kind of adolescent relationship Aunt Rosa had mentioned. It may be a little late now, but yes, they really did have that kind of air about them. After seeing her parents' tragic corpses, Jessica, bearing deep wounds in her heart, would only have trusted Kanon-kun. It was very easy to imagine. And that's why I don't like it. Kanon-kun was the only one she trusted. So she wouldn't have let anyone but Kanon-kun in. So Kanon-kun was the only one who could have killed Jessica. I just can't accept that kind of argument.
わかった。カノン君がもし現れても油断しないで。カノン君の無実を証明できない限り、私たちはジェシカちゃん殺しの犯人をカノン君だと仮定します。
That was Aunt Rosa's claim. By using the vague word assume, she managed to convince everyone in the end. Everyone nodded weakly. And with the excuse that they were just assuming it for the time being, they concluded that Kanon was the culprit who had killed Jessica. I wonder what the dead Jessica and Kanon would think if they could hear this exchange. Jessica was crying. She was crying into the chest of the person who had put his life on the line to fight for her, Kanon. It was frustrating. So frustrating that it felt like her chest would explode. She grieved and resented how far the dignity of the dead had been trampled.
あいつら、なんでカノン君のことを犯人扱いするんだよ。
死体がないからです。
死体がないとなんで犯人扱いなんだよ。カノン君は私のために命がけで戦ってくれたんだぜ。それであの魔女に戯れにした誘拐されて、それで犯人はカノン君だなんて、ひどすぎる。
いいんです。結局守りきれなかったけれど、最後にお嬢様のお役に立てたのですから。
それをどうしてみんな分かってくれないんだよ。やめろローザおばさん。そんなめちゃくちゃな推理でカノン君を犯人だなんて決めつけるな。
犯人だとは言ってません。疑わしいと、いえ、用心しようと、そういう話ですから。
言ってるよ。こいつらはカノン君が犯人だということにしてきっと思考を停止する。もう私を殺した犯人が誰かなんて考えないよ。カノン君が犯人でない可能性なんて考えないよ。そしてこの後も何かあるたびに行方不明のカノン君の仕業にして言い訳を繰り返す。私はそんなの耐えられないよ。
いいんです。お嬢様だけは真実を知っています。
私だけが知ってたって意味がないんだよ。死んで分かった。真実ってのは生きてる人間のものだ。真実が残らなかったら死者は報われない。何のためにカノン君が命を懸けたのか分かんなくなっちゃう。
実に愉快な見物よ。死者の嘆きほど甘い蜜も珍しい。嘆け嘆け。そなたがいくら嘆こうとも死者の声は決して聖者には届かぬ。
畜生、誰でもいい。私の声を聞いてくれ。カノン君は犯人なんかじゃない。カノン君は死体を消されただけなんだ。どうしてそれが分かんないんだよ。
Well, if we take into account the whole wavelength thing, and some people having, like, ESP powers, then I guess it's possible that if these are real ghosts, that some people could actually hear this, potentially. Like someone like Maria, who has really high wavelength. But I have a feeling this is all building up to a rebuttal by Battler. If this plays out just like it did in with the whole receipt with Ava and Natsuhi.
死者の名誉は聖者が認めなきゃ得られないんだ。誰でもいい。気づいてくれよ。お願いだよ。ガノン君は犯人じゃない。頼むからそのままで終わりにしないで。行かないで。行かないで。
Rosa announced that this room would be sealed until the police came. The rest didn't want to suspect each other, so they happily accepted that. For now, they accepted that Kanon was the culprit. Without even imagining how much disgrace that gave to the dead, they accepted it.
お嬢様、もういいんです。ありがとう。行くなよみんな。交渉だよ、戻ってくれ。このまま私たちを残さないで。ガノン君を犯人扱いのままにしないで。
届かぬわ。死者の嘆きは決して届かぬ。笑わせるぞお前のその顔。届くと思ってるだろう。届かないんだよ、ジェスカ。
Well, it doesn't have to reach if someone else comes to the same conclusion independently. Someone like Battler, maybe.
全然ダメだな。
There we go.
バトラ君、何か言った？
ああ、ダメだ。全然ダメだな。
This music is really great, I gotta say. Just as everyone was about to leave the room, Battler stood alone with his back to them, still looking down at Jessica's corpse.
全然ダメって。何か異論でもあるの？
警戒しようって話にだけは賛成する。だがカノン君が犯人ってことにしようって話は悪いが拒否させた。
ほう、ここで食いついてくるとは。カノンが犯人ではなく、しかもわらわの仕業でもないならば、このジェシカの部屋の密室をどう説明する？
It's gotta be Goda.
実を言うとそれについてはお手上げだ。まったく俺はどうして全然ダメだなんて言っちまったんだ。自分の言動には責任を持たねえとな。理論武装ゼロの都市空間だがな、俺はこれ以上指を加えてないぜ、ベアトリーチェ。
バトラ様。
カノン君が犯人ではないという証拠でもあるのかい？
The expression that rose to those two faces was definitely one of anticipation. They didn't want to believe that Kanon was the culprit. They really believed in Kanon. So they were expectant because they wanted me to strengthen their belief in him even more.
なら、バトラ君は他の使用人の誰を疑うの？
He's gonna say none of them.
郷田さん？それとも熊沢さん？
よせよ、ローザおばさん。俺は熊沢のばあちゃんという人をよく知ってる。たまに仕事をサボってたりするが、いつだって人を楽しくさせようとする人だ。たとえ金に目がくらんだとしても。 殺しだけはする人じゃねえ。
バトラーさん。
そしてゴーダさんとは俺は昨日会ったばかりだ。正直この人のことはまだよく理解していない。だが分かったことがある。
私は
こんなに楽しそうに飯を作る人を俺は見たことがない。同じなんだよ。熊沢のばあちゃんと同じだ。ゴーダさんは人を喜ばせるのが好きな人なんだ。
I don't know about that. I think you may be reading him a bit wrong there.
そんな人が自分の飯をうまいと褒めてくれた人をたとえ金を積まれたって殺すもんか。
ならバトラ君は誰がジェシカちゃんを殺したというの？
I guess what he's saying is that money wouldn't be the motivation if it's Goda. And I agree with that. I think he's probably in it for something more than money if he is responsible for any of these murders.
マスターキーでしか施錠できないこの部屋に誰がジェシカちゃんを閉じ込めたというの？
待ちな。それを論じる前に俺ははっきりさせておく。誰々が犯人でないなら誰々が犯人という話がしたいんじゃない。俺は単にカノン君が犯人だということは断じてありえないという話がしてだけなんだ。
犯人がカノンではないということを立証できるというのだな。どうやって？
実に簡単なことさ。危うく見落とすところだったぜ。ベアト副将要求言えるもんなら言ってみろ。カノン君はマスターキーを持っていた。
ほう。
カノン君がマスターキーを持っていない？
How would they know that?
どうしてそんなことがわかるの？
さっき俺はゴーダさんに話を聞いた。カノン君と別れる直前ジェシカが貴賓室に殴り込みに行ったってあたりの話だ。ゴーダさん、あんたはちゃんと覚えてたよ。あんたはカノン君の名誉を守った。
私がですか？
同じ話は僕も聞いてたよ。でも僕にはよくわからなかった。説明してくれるかい、バトラ君。
そうさ。ジェシカはカノン君に鍵を借りたが返さなかった。
Wait, so that means she should still have it on her corpse.
だからカノン君はマスターキーを持っていないんだ。
But that doesn't clear him of suspicion, because he could have planted it back on her corpse. So we're not quite at the finish line yet. We're just at the starting line here.
それはどうかな。確かにゴーダの記憶上ではマスターキーをカノンに返してはいない。しかしゴーダが見ていないところで返したかもしれない。それが絶対になかったとどう証明する？カノンの死体のポケットを調べればそれは立証できるだろうが、それはできない。証明は不可能だ。
全然ダメだな。実に簡単なことじゃねえか。
そんな。それじゃあカノン君は鍵を持ってなかったというの？
ああ。そしてその証拠はジェシカを調べればわかるはずだ。ジェシカのポケットにカノン君のマスターキーが入ってるはず。 南條先生、調べてくれるか。
Nando dashed up to Jessica and searched in her jacket pocket. Everyone was expectant. Please, be there.
ありましたぞ。これですかな。はい、それがマスターキーです。間違いありません。
At Genji's statement, there was a small O of joyful voices.
それがカノン君のマスターキーだ。もう一度言うぜ。カノン君はマスターキーを持っていない。だから施錠できたわけがないんだ。
確かにそのようね。
True, he couldn't have gotten out with the master key. And well then, yeah, I guess it would have to be one of the other servants if we're going by that logic. So I still think Goda is the most suspicious.
でもカノン君がジェシカちゃんに会った最後の人物なのよ。疑わしいことに変わりはないわ。
予想ぜ、そういうの。人間ってのは本来信じ合う生き物のはずだ。なのに世知がない世の中を生きるために疑り深さを覚えちまう。だから何でも疑っちまう。俺たちは悲しい生き物だな。その差がを俺は否定しねえ。だが証拠なき断定だけは許さない。疑わしきは黒じゃねえ、白だ。もちろん世の中は狼だらけさ。人を不用心に全て信じろとは言わねえ。だが黒だと断定するならば完全な証拠を用意しろ。それができない限り絶対に憶測で人を黒だなんて言うんじゃねえ。
疑わしきは黒は私の発言ですが軽率でした。謝ります。
バトラ様、
見事な推理だよバトラ君。ゴーダさんもありがとう。あなたが覚えていてくれたからカノン君の疑いが晴らせました。
I wanna watch Goda's reaction to this. I bet he's gonna be panicking a bit.
いや
I feel like he feels like he just dug himself a hole right now. Like he just screwed himself over by letting that detail slip. Alright, well, we're gonna actually end it there. But god, those are the best moments in this. Like, every time that song plays, it's always the best. Alright, so, we'll continue this next time. Till then, take care. I'll see you then.